No. $60. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Taco Dots. First time I'm seeing you in my chat. Hello. Welcome. You got an issue with my tissue? Are you having an issue with my tissue right now? Are you okay? You guys having an issue with my tissue? Oh, here I am. Life isn't a solo sport. Our lives are too intertwined with others' lives and our environments for us not to impact each other. So, whether or not we invite feedback, other people's opinions, judgments, reactions are going to be coming our way. Which voices will we listen to? Which voice will we let have influence over us? This component of finding our voice, your voice, is all about feedback. Balance the inputs. Have a sounding board. We can't know. Seeing ourselves accurately without the help of others is impossible. Seeing ourselves without the help of others is impossible. Staying high, staying dry. Good morning, Vietnam. Sometimes you want everybody just to get off your back so you can figure out what you want. You want enough space so you can actually think. And you just need to make that happen. Neurodivergents do not get enough space to think. We don't. We get crowded in. This is a the issue as I see it. Let me talk to you about about what it's like being coming from neurodivergencies. Getting a different genetic timing, giving us a different perspective on, well, shit, just everything. What the fuck? You're like asking yourself, what is this guy doing this stream? What is this guy doing this stream? What is this stream about? What is this stream about? It's about voice. Trying to help my autistic community out. Okay. Whose needs do I have to solve for here? Whose needs do I have to solve for here? Whose needs do I have to solve for here? We're deciding whose voices are essential. Okay? You have to invite your own reflection. We create our own intentional feedback loops by answering the following questions for ourselves after each experiment. What did I learn? What did I want? What did I try? What do I want to try again? What would I do differently? What did I learn? What do I want to try again? What would I do differently? Regularly recalibrate. None of us are static human beings. We are each ever evolving. The constant evolution means we need to keep taking stock of whether our voice is becoming muted or dull, whether we've slipped into old habits or let others have more influence over us than we intend. When facing bigger life transitions, that might mean taking stock daily. When navigating business as usual, that might mean a quarterly pulse check with yourself or your surrounding board. Many of us worry about being perceived as inconsistent or going back on our word if we change. But finding your voice isn't a linear or once and done process. Instead, finding your voice is an ongoing exercise. Life happens, people change, priorities shift. Different situations help clarify what our voice is, what we truly value, and who we are. It is through the pushing and pulling, nudging and tension that we figure out the contours of our voice. Finding your voice means figuring out what version of yourself you want to bring forward to the circumstances you face today, tomorrow, and in the days to come. I like people. In this chapter, we've covered 4 nonlinear components to finding your voice. We have built baseline awareness of the dynamics at play and why losing your voice might even be an issue in the first place. As we interrogate our choices, experiment with new approaches, and invite others and ourselves into intentional reflection, your voice will become stronger and clearer to yourself and those around you. The more time you spend with your own voice, the more familiar it will become. Knowing who you are and what you think brings you into alignment with yourself. If you have an increasing sense of your own voice, how do you use that voice to have the impact you want? Yeah. Do you believe you have a voice? Why or why not? What did you notice as you read the awareness portion of the chapter? As you listen to someone talk, this could be on the news, in a meeting, in conversation between friends. Ask yourself, do I agree? What do I think about the topic? About how things are being handled? Notice what you agree or disagree with the majority opinion. Experiment. What do you want to try? For how long do you want to run the experiment? Invite. What kind of voices do you need to invite into the mix? Who could be a sounding board for you? Use your voice. New to the team, Leila knew she had to make a good impression. But the weekly meetings, her main connection with the team, were shit shows. Having 35 people on a call across time zone, with some people on video, some people off, some people in the conference rooms with spotty audio connections, some people. Sarah, Leila's boss, didn't see the problem. He said, having everyone in a meeting helps us get on the same page. It was true. No one could pretend they didn't know what to do. But it was true that people with less experience, like Leila, felt intimidated by speaking up in front of 34 colleagues. In meeting after meeting, Lilia couldn't get a word in. The well-worn cadence of the project team left no room for a newbie like her to add to the conversation. By the time she had formed her thought, the meeting had moved on. When she tried to assert herself, someone inevitably talked at the same time. As the only person without a technical background on the team, Leila wanted to be sure that people could see that she still brought value. She watched as they spoke their minds in seemingly effortless ways and pined for days when she didn't second guess and overanalyze her every move. And pined for days when she didn't second guess and overanalyze her every move. The rare occasion when someone asked her what she thought, Leila froze. This was her moment. She had to say something insightful, something mind-blowing, something that would show people why she belonged at the table, but inevitably she would choke, her mind blank. She muttered sheepishly, "Looks like you've got it all covered." Once again she had missed her shot, and beating herself up for hours afterward didn't help either. In the first review, Lily got feedback from her manager that she needed to speak up and be more visible for others to see what she was bringing to the team. It stung when someone asked her whether she was just there to take notes. She wasn't. She was making the whole project run, but after a lifetime of being snapped at and ripped apart by others, her instinct to defer to those in power ran deep. She hated talking to others, having to fight for airtime, and was irrationally annoyed by a meeting in which people had to repeat themselves 4 times to be heard because everyone was distracted and frustrated by the meeting itself. Doing the work to find our voice is just the start. We also need to understand practically how to speak up. In this chapter, I offer 3 levers to do just that. By using substance, relationships, and process as cheat codes, we can figure out how to use our voice in ways that are both additive to groups and authentic to ourselves. 3 levers for voice. In the 1980s, my colleagues at Harvard Negotiation Project noted that each negotiation is the confluence of 3 different dimensions: substance, relationship, and process. We are simultaneously negotiating the substance, the what, of the relationship, the who's, and the process, the how's. Failing to pay attention to any of these dimensions means that we are missing out on key factors that can shape the outcome of the negotiation. The dimensions have long provided a framework for mediators to hold space for difficult conversations by tending to the relationship and managing the process in a way that most individuals don't. What I've discovered in figuring out how to use my voice and coaching others to use theirs is that these dimensions also serve as levers for voice. Substance, process, and relationship can serve as a mental model for using our voices, especially when we question what we have to add. In short, if you don't see yourself as an expert on the topic of conversation substance, you still have 2 more ways to impact a conversation. The levers provide a mental shortcut for talking about where and how you join the conversation and are fundamentally able to shape the conversation. Below, I'll detail the relationship between the 3 levers and offer practical ways to use each lever to support your own voice. Substance is what we're talking about. Whether discussing what we're going to have for dinner, renew projections for the quarter, or technical specifications of a project, the substance is what we typically think of as a topic of conversation. The most common reasons people give for not saying what they think about a topic include not being the subject matter expert, feeling underqualified, and not wanting to create conflict. This is the dawning of the age of Dream Tooth. The age of Dream Tooth YouTube Lives. You're getting it from the main source. You're getting it from the main source. YouTube Live. YouTube Lives. YouTube Lives. Hello. I sat at my kitchen table, sprawling everywhere. My cannabis concerns represented messy concerns, I mean. Am I messy? Am I being too messy? Keeping it clean. That's the priority. That's the safe road we're traveling upon today. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. See that? Totally clean. Making sure. Double check. My rag is clean. Let's just smoke this Chocolatina hash this morning. Where's that little hash at? Little hash piece in here, maybe still? Is there a little hash piece in here? Bro, how good is GMO? Ooh! There's some GMO, bud. Hi, bye, Bhavya. Agarwal. Namaskaram. Agarwal. 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 Bhavya. Just finished reading up about the 3 levers of how to use voice, relationship, substance, and the what, the who, and the how, the process. 3 levers for using your voice to have an impact on a conversation. Mental shortcuts. Good morning. And now I'm sat down, vaporizing some hash. Hash going in. Oh no! I just tipped my lid. I got this little electronic heater heating up. It's going to heat up the hash, and it's got this little magnet rail system. How about that? How about it? Yeah, namaskaram. I've been to India. I flew into Delhi. I visited the population centers. I didn't go all the way south. I read Autobiography of a Yogi. I read a book about yoga, and we started a college based upon yoga principles in California. Yeah, this should wake me up. Or put me to sleep, I'm not sure which one. Yeah, we're smoking. Welcome to my house. You want the tour? Yeah. I got the, this is known as Gauri Shankar. My dishes are not done. Whoa. A little kitty somewhere around here. Little kitty me near. Thank you, thank you. It's an Easter shirt. Yeah. We're smoking. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha 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 Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Yeah, so obviously I like the natural aesthetic of things. Cheers. This is the book that brought me to India. This is the book that brought so many Americans and Westerners to go and try to find a big guru. You know, that's the truth. Guess no one wants to talk about ancient history, though, huh? Anyway. Like my light? Happy Tuesday, Token Tuesday. It's Token Tuesday. Smooth. So what is the name of that Indian town, that population center? There's Kashi, and there's what is the name of that Indian population center? On the west, southwest, not Kerala, more west. Calcutta. Is that renamed now? I went to Calcutta. I didn't go to Mysore or Chennai. Whew. Whoa. 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 Oh, I'm live on the internet sucking on my device. This is bad karma for you. Have you seen Sorrento? Gazed on the emerald hill, sailed upon her blue sea, and bounding river. Tell her if you go there, I'll return someday. I've roamed climbed the far hills and learned many skills. I've wandered on many a shore, though often I thought I had gained what I had sought. A voice always said, there's more. Go, go, go. Go sing with the stars and dance with the moon. Go ride on the highest star. Although the reaches of space don't have that homey feeling. You know what I mean about the reaches of space? They don't have that homey feeling. I like to feel close to home. So, gets a little dirty. So what you can do from here, see how it's like 98% clean? After you dump it out, it's got that 2% that's sticking to it. You can use it till it's, 90%, right? And you don't feel that drop in efficiency. Or let's say you won't feel that drop in efficiency till 80%, 80%. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Give yourself that buffer. Build in that buffer. If you build it, they will come. I think we can hold that in there. That looks very lightly packed, but that's what we want. Did I see it? Did I eject? Oh. Yo. Breaking down this purple mochi into both the Lobos. I'm not having a I'm not having a problem with perseveration. No, not me. This one might even be overpacked. I'm not sure though. No. No, not all the way to 391. Like what we were doing the purple mochi at 350. Oh shit. Did not mean to do that. Like 358 maybe. Purple mochi from Green WRLD. Primarily a seed company. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like that instant head change with the flavor. Or the flavor is so unique. You can't help but like turn your head a little bit. And when you turn your head's already changed, like kind of sequence of the hit. Purple Mochi's a hit, except this is the McDonald's version. Fuck you, McDonald's. Put a proper cure on it. You grew the bud. Fucking. You dumb bitch. The cure is, subpar. That's to say it in a word. The way I'm getting it right now. My opinion could change. It's just an opinion. No, I don't have issues with perseveration. Bitch. To do anything. Lord, help America. Its neighbors. May we have world peace. Come on, Lord. I just found in myself a wealth of jealousy and a capability for like uh more like certain kinds of grief, like a little bit of grief and more, but more like I don't know what to say, when you self-reflect and you find something, standards that I compromised on my values. I didn't really realize it. Because I'm going to say it. It has a name. It's called being charged. Being, what do you call it? I don't know. And then he says, like, I don't know the name of it. I'm autistic, bitch. Yeah, the Bible says, don't trust man. I'm the son of 666. I'm the daughter of 666. This is the reminder. The ma, the nu, the na. How do you make something invisible? These people know how to do it. So I find you sitting there exactly where expectations were least. We act boldly. We get what we want. We act boldly. We get what we want. We act boldly. Motherfucker. Act boldly. Question. Why you go this way about this much? You know, you find your limits. Where we're at. Where we're at. You want to watch Babylon 5? Who wants to watch Babylon 5 with me? Do stop in Warp Speed TV. Ranger 420 on Twitch. Fat blow bowl times 2. Do I have my other mouthpiece on deck? No, I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah. So I only have one eye that works. This one's missing the O-ring. But we are using a dosing capsule. It seems to matter a little bit less with efficiency. We'll shake it as we hit it. I don't know. Oh, we can work it out. My mom's afraid of 666. But aren't we all ready to make choices in life? It says I got 6 viewers. Cheers. I think that's the only thing the story's about. It's saying just make your choices. Don't hesitate. Don't fear. You guys, my air conditioner started emitting a crystal tone. Do you want to hear? So, okay. Can you guys hear this? Right? I'm going to leave that here and check this out. Hello, Acacia Palm. Well, good morning. Do you hear that? Oh, did you hear? It was making a hum. Everything hums, I know, but it just sounded like so resonant, like one of my crystal bowl singing bowl videos. I'm high. Did you hear that? That was a lot of honking. We got a lot of truck traffic. I saw a business jet yesterday where he flew low and slow right overhead. I checked him out on Flight Tracker. He took a detour, checking out my area. We're the only populated, area for some ways. So I'm sure they just want to see some shit. Right? I would think that was my thought process. I'm just sharing. Yeah. I'm in my like I'll tell you reporting like style because we people I think like to hear me talk and see my face and stuff. Anyway, Backyard action. Backyard action. Backyard action. Backyard action. And action. Cat action. And action. Cat action. Backyard action. Am I still getting